Hi everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a debut on the channel. This is No Man's Sky. The song is called Supermoon from the channel The Inspirational Mind. And I guess the composer for this song is 65 Days of Static, which is a band. I've never heard of them. I've also never heard of No Man's Sky. This is requested by Patrick and Amelia. Thank you so much. This is not going to be a dual video as I've been normally doing now, because this is the only request for this game in my entire backlog. So this will be my first impression and my last impression, I guess. But I'm excited because I always like new games. So No Man's Sky Supermoon. Let's go. Oh, is that the intro to the channel? See what I can look up about this game. That's pretty cool. I'll read all that later. I don't know why, but I immediately thought of like Armored Core. I have no idea why. I like the kind of like sort of breakbeat sounding drum. Apparently it's on iTunes. Oh, this drummer though. You hear all the hi-hat stuff? Where my drummers at? Ooh, smooth. Slow piano, fast drums. I love it. Subtle electric guitars. Trying to get a setting in mind. Maybe if I close my eyes. Drummer's killing it, dude. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Coldplay a little bit. Not the drums, but like the atmosphere of it. Oh, kind of more like Muse. Muse, yeah, a little bit. Oh. Alright, I got a little bit of a setting in mind. How much though? Love the vibe of it though. We're just floating in space. I wonder if this channel on YouTube is like any way associated with them. Subscribe, because it's pretty professional looking. So first of all, just kind of random, but I was wondering, doesn't this name, or doesn't this shape have a name? Like this pyramid on top, but then, you know, that pointier part of the bottom is just a crystal? I don't know, I feel like there's a name for that. It's not a prism, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so first of all, I don't know if this is like an album cover or something, or if this is what the artwork looks like, but this is really cool, like the crumpled up paper and the little rope on the sides, or the axis, I should say. So before I even read anything, at first I wasn't really getting anything besides the obvious like ethereal kind of blank open space. But the more I kept like looking around, it's kind of inevitable that I think of like space, because we got No Man's Sky, so we're already got sky in there. Then it says underneath that, music for an infinite universe. And there was something else. Oh, Supermoon. So the whole thing just was talking to me about, you know, aerial, sky, universe type thing, or out of the atmosphere, I should say. But anything after that was pretty broad. You know, like, I don't know if this is any kind of gameplay. Nothing came to mind, really. I was just kind of enjoying it, really. It was just like hearing a new cool song like on the radio or something. But speaking of which, I'm gonna look up what this game is, but also I'm gonna look up the band too, because I don't know, I've never heard of 65 Days of Static. I was expecting vocals just because it was a band, but very interesting. So, and I'm also curious, like, why no other requests for this? Maybe the soundtrack is like this mostly, so it's doesn't really stand out, which is fine. You know, I'm sure in game it's like beautiful. But I'm always curious as to why something may not get more than 1 or 2 requests in my backlog, because my backlog is massive, full of requests. So, you know, it's just kind of like, I wonder why, you know? No Man's Sky is an action-adventure survival game. Developed and published by Hello Games. PS4, 2016. Xbox One 2 years later. That's interesting. Oh, and PS5, so it's pretty current. The game is built around 5 pillars: exploration, survival, combat, trading, and base building. Oh, I'm looking at the cover, and there's that thing again, that shape. Composer 65 Days of Static and Earcom / Paul Weir. Paul Weir sounds familiar. Okay, now let me see what I can find out about 65 Days of Static. Often abbreviated as 65 DOS, 65 Days, or simply 65, are a post-rock band from Sheffield, England. Formed in 2001, the band is composed of instrumentalist Paul Walensky, Joe Shrewsbury, Rob Jones, and Simon Wright. Experimental rock, post-rock, math rock, instrumental rock. Okay. Very vibes. Okay. I wonder if, and I don't mean this in any weird way, but I wonder if the band is like a friend of one of the developers or something. Like how, because the band seems like they were kind of like niche in a way. I'm always curious how, when it comes to bands and games, like how are they discovered, you know? Like it surely has to be like a developer's friend or just their taste in music, you know, and they ask him to come on board. So I'm just curious about that. Anyways, so apparently it's like a complex kind of survival galaxy game. I guess I should look at a screenshot or two. I never do this, but I didn't really get it. Like I said, it was kind of vague. That, you know what it looks like just upon looking at the screenshots? I kind of get Risk of Rain vibes, sort of. Third person behind the shoulder, or over the shoulder, I should say. It's like ported on everything though. It looks great. Looks great. Anyways, the music, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that, or assume, but please feel free to correct me. I'm just gonna assume that a lot of the music is like this. that maybe music as standalone in this game isn't the main highlight. It is just there to amplify the atmosphere of what's going on, and it is great in game. Now that I've heard that one, it kind of sets the mood, and I don't really see it going anywhere else. But maybe, truly, who knows? I'm only just making an assumption here. It's just my reaction, after all. As far as music, that was really enjoyable. I love instrumental music. I listen to mostly instrumental music. My playlist is almost entirely, I mean, all my Spotify playlists are almost all instrumentals. I love it. It's good to focus. I'm a musician, so I like to hear instruments. Nothing wrong with vocals. It's just, I just mostly listen to instrumental stuff. So I know a lot of songs that sound like this, and it was cool. I just wasn't expecting, a full band to be performing that in a video game. I think the highlight for me though was the drummer, and I think that was the main focus too, because the guitars had a bunch of reverb, and everything sounded like it was far away, and which of course is intentional in the mix. But the drums were kind of front and center and doing a whole bunch of sort of breakbeat style fills and a lot of hi-hat work. It's really cool, actually. I really thoroughly enjoyed the rhythm section. But that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about Supermoon, besides cool song, but a lot of questions need answers. So I'm going to let my comment section fill me in here, because they know way more than I do, and then I can be taught some things. But yeah, let me know if you've heard of this game. Let me know if you've heard of 65 Days of Static, or anything else this developer has made. But cool, awesome, I don't know. And maybe I'll get more requests now that people check it out. But as far as on this channel again, there's no more requests for it. So interesting, very interesting. A lot of questions, but cool. Drums, awesome. Thank you to everyone that you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to my platinum members. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Peace.